Why, hello there, my name's DepthCharge2030, and today I'm talking about X-Force, issue number 5. Take a look at that cover art. We've got the four main characters all lined up there. But if I remember, Cable's messed up eye is on the right side, I think. Yeah. Well, let's jump right in. So, this issue, because the X-Force issues, the perspective of like the narrative shifts from character to character, and this issue goes back to Marrow and her perspective of the world. And she is basically at the start of this issue, she's just having she's going over about what's been going on with her backstory and all that. She's like having memories of oh, back then I've had my beautiful times, I've had my ugly times. I remember, being excuse me. She's like, I remember, being in this Olaf, whatever this Bane bad guy's name is. I forget his name. He's a weird guy in a suit. And she remembers being in his care and whatnot, and being experimented on. So she's out in the sun being like, haha, you know what, I'm sorry, mental thing that I'm talking to mentally, baby, and whoever you are, I'm sorry, I forget who the hell you are, imaginary friend. She's like having this weird mental issue right now, but then she just, oh yeah, whatever, story time. And so she talks about how the guy from last issue that they took out from France, he can look into the memories of dead bodies. So the dead guy from issue 3, they find out stuff about Volga and his whole entire operation, about weaponizing mutants and whatnot. So they've just tracked down his floating science lab in the desert, and she's like, I'm gonna go and, break in there. And so everyone in X-Force, they're in position. Psylocke, Fantomex, they're hanging underneath it, and Cable, he's been giving a ride by Mimi's robot drone hovercraft things. He's got this giant friggin' gun, and he just shoots a hole into the friggin' ship, and then Marrow jumps in and just goes, I got a bone to pick with you all. And then she just starts murdering everything. Just murders them all. Then she has flashbacks to her time in Volga's care. It was oh, it actually wasn't that bad at times. I'm expecting dungeons and crap. I remember being fed food. And yeah. And then she's like, oh, and then that one guy from issue number 3, Volga had him go around universes gathering stuff for him, because he's a weapons dealer. Yes. Evil villain, weapons dealer. Cliche. And so, Volga had his, family, captive, but he killed them anyway. He's like, ha 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 ha, I'm Volga. And so she just kills everyone that she saw in the lab, and then the rest of X-Force goes in, they're like, haha, we're here. But then Mimi, she tries to access the computer and everything, then it's a trap, she gets trapped in the firewall, and then her drones blow up, and then Volga's like, oh, hey everybody, I got a phone call, so, hey, my people here will deal with you. Oh, hi, Sarah, you look thin. And you've lost weight, so, yeah, and then Marrow, she's just like, wait, what? And so, now it has come their time to die, that old war song, and then they all fight. And so, Marrow, she's just having memory patches pop up, and she's like, what? Why is he saying I've lost weight? What does he even mean, baby? And then she realized she was pregnant. Marrow was preggers, and then we get this, scene, flashback to Alexandria, because everyone in X-Force except for Psylocke was there. In Alexandria, she finds Cable, and Cable's like, hey, Marrow, why are you here? She's like, they killed my baby! And then she's just going... Marrow, she's having this mental breakdown. She can't function right now. She's just like, kind of. And then she just loses it and kills everything. Everything dies. Everything. And so Volga is like, what are you doing? And she's like, you killed my baby. And it's like, yeah, you volunteered. You knew the risk, as it turned out. Turns out, Marrow volunteered for this experiment, and it caused her to lose her baby. And that makes her go she just loses it. She can't function physically. She's just an invalid now. She's just like, eh. Like, so Volga and his men, they just beat the crap out of everyone. And Volga, he just picks up Cable and goes, "Hey, I'm honestly surprised you're alive." As it turns out, Cable was injected with one of Volga's power things that kill people in a year, except it was a super concentrated dose, so it should have killed him already. And so he's just like, "Oh, that's bad for business." Shoots Cable in the eye, burns out his other eye, and it's like, surprise, surprise, sticks one of the music boxes to Cable, and goes, because the bomb thing is activated by song and tone musics, it's by music, because that whole music chant, so when he just tosses Cable out of his ship, and then the song kicks in, Cable's screaming, and he blows up. Cable just blows up. There's nothing left. There's nothing left of him. And Volga's just like, "Okay, product all mine now. Talk to you later." La. And everyone in X-Force is just chained up in a containment cylinder, whatever. And that's the end of the issue. I love X-Force. I really do. This is the only X-Force. This is the only X book I'm reading from Marvel, and holy crap, this is amazing. I love it. The artwork, I love. It's just the story. When I first read this, I was like, holy cow. Because whenever I read, what I like about a comic book is that when they do something, and they just do something later on that ties back to that, I'm just like, you have me. You take my money. This is amazing. And then the whole connection with Marrow and her baby, that actually makes sense to me, because she's kind of crazy. She's very crazy. She's like Tank Girl at the beginning, I think, if anything, because just running around the desert, whatnot, with her punk-esque hairdo. And then with Cable just dying, that just had me just go. So I'm blown away by this issue. If anything, there wasn't, like, with the whole, my only complaint would be just Psylocke and Fantomex just being like, "Oh, my perfect bullets are just, okay, that's awesome, character development, but you're kind of annoying." Psylocke, good job, dude, good job. So I just gotta give this like a 4.5 out of 5. I like X-Force. This is amazing. It's just nitpicking. That's all I got a problem with this. This book is amazing. Dear God, this is amazing. My name is DeathCharge2030. See y'all later.